Hey, welcome to another episode of The Romance of Writing, where I'll teach you how to write your soulmate book using the insights and principles of dating that I am just learning for myself. And today I want to talk about the greatest leverage point in writing your soul-led book, your genius level book that moves and touches and impacts readers. So I just did the most incredible book mapping deep dive with a client a couple days ago. It was so magical. It was just drenched with magic. It was mind blowing. It was as if I opened the portal and all of these spiritual helpers just came through. All of the characters came through. The protagonist came through. The whole plot just revealed itself to us. And when I thought about it, I realized that the most valuable thing that I do for my clients is not any information that I teach, is not any knowledge that I share, even though I do have a lot of wisdom and knowledge to share. But the most important thing that I do for my clients is holding this frequency, holding the energy of extremely high level of creative frequency, setting and holding this container. And when we are vibrating at this high level of creative frequency, doors open up, dimensions get unlocked, ideas and insights and information exist only on this level of high creative frequency that actually don't exist on a lower level of creative frequency. On a lower level of frequency, people spend a lot of time thinking about writing, thinking about what they should write, trying to decide or figure out who the characters are, what kind of story should they tell, what kind of structure it is, how much detail, how to arrange and order everything. It's all thinking. It's very mental. This is the lower level of creativity. But when people step onto this higher level of creative frequency, this energy, things just get open up. And yes, I receive all of these like intuitive nudges and I translate these downloads into words and I share them with my clients. Yes, that's what I do. But another thing that I do is that I hold this highly activating energy and my clients are in it with me and their channel gets opened up and they become more receptive to receiving new ideas and information about their book as well. So we are both co-creating in this very activating container of creative frequency. So it's all about this energy. And I was just like really feeling the profundity of that. And then I started chatting on WhatsApp with a soul sister, a very dear friend of mine. And both of us are very into this rose lineage, the whole this whole desire of wanting to be in a sacred union between our divine feminine and with another divine masculine being. And we have walked this path for a long time, and we've done so much work on ourselves, and we've taken many courses, and we've gone through a lot of processes. But my soul sister is currently on a spiritual pilgrimage, visiting sacred sites. So yeah, she would go to these places with extremely high frequency, and then she would share her journey with me. So she just mentioned to me that she visited this place, so special, this sacred site, that this place was just saturated with the frequency of sacred union. And I was like, oh my God. When I was listening to her voice message, I could feel that energetic transmission. I could feel that energy coming to me. I feel it in my body. I feel it in my cells. And she was like, oh my gosh, everywhere I walked around that town, even the hotel room that I was staying in, the whole place, the whole place was saturated with that energy. And I said to her, this is so impactful. Like you were there, you received that energy, you share that frequency with me through this message. And I'm like, I had a very similar experience a week ago when I participated in a mixed circle, um, both with men and women, and the two facilitators holding the circle were a couple in sacred union themselves. And there was a moment at the beginning when they were just facilitating the meditation and we were both closing our eyes, but for some reason I peeked my eyes open. I don't know why I did. And I saw the two of them sitting next to each other, the man holding the hand of the woman and placing it on her lap. And they were holding the field together. And I could feel this energy, this frequency of sacred union surrounding them, emanating from them, radiating throughout the entire room. And that energy moved me to tears. I was like, oh my God, I've been talking about this. I've been doing the work on this. I've been listening to teachers on this. But nothing is as powerful as being in the presence, in the frequency of the people who are living, breathing this sacred union. I can't even describe it, but it's like there is a dormant energy lying within my body. And when I'm in that frequency, I remember like, oh yeah, I have these codes within me. And then these codes just get unlocked by being in that frequency. It's very similar to the experience that my soul sister had at that place. And then I'm like, this is exactly why um so few people are experiencing the divine union that they want to experience because we do not have role models. I would say the majority of us did not grow up with our parents being in sacred union. Like, even for me, growing up in a very loving and functional family, and my parents just celebrated their 40th anniversary. Even that, they're not in a sacred union. So we did not grow up being held in a container with that frequency. That's why it's really difficult for us to create that. And the greatest thing that we can do is being in the presence of teachers or beings or places and environments with that frequency so that our system can model after that and vibrate at that frequency, which will then inform our thoughts and our actions and our habits. And I realized, like, oh my God, that's exactly what I do with my clients, for my clients in my writing containers. I receive this feedback all the time. My clients would tell me over and over, like, Elora, it's so magical to be in your container. There's just something about you, like you just hold this frequency, this energy that is so activating. Like when I'm in your container, I write so much more. I feel inspired to write every time after our session. There is this energy just moves through me, and I just like words just pour out of me. Like I am in flow. And I remember holding this weekend workshop, 2-day weekend workshop. And after spending 3 hours with me on the first day, this participant came in the next day telling me, oh my God, this never happened to me before, but I woke up at 4 a.m. today. The muse came and I just started writing, and everything was being channeled and flowing through me. And I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote for over 2 hours. And this had never happened before. And it continued to happen for them as long as they were in the container with me. Like, so the frequency that I held does not just allow me to tap into these ideas and like pull them down and ground them and translate them into form, but it also helps my client stay in that energy and be more open and receptive to the muse and to the spirit of the book and translating these ideas into form. For me, this is the key. You have an idea, it's in the ether, it's in the formulas. You want to pluck it, you want to ground it into form, right? This is how you turn your ideas into a physical book in the physical realm. You are given this idea. It's etheric, it's formless. So you want to ground it. You want to ground it down into form. And the way of doing it is to stay consistently in the vibration of high creative frequency where the spirit of your book exists. The more you stay in that place, the more frequently, the more often you stay in that place, the more your body, your field, your aura, the cells, the atoms, the molecules in your system will vibrate at this frequency, and they will reorganize, rearrange, reorchestrate, and reconfigure themselves so that you will receive more information. Ideas will become obvious to you. And that's how you, day by day, session by session, slowly anchor and ground and shape your idea, your blueprint for the book into being. And when you are writing from that place and your book comes into form, when your readers pick up your book and open it and read it, they will then receive a direct transmission from that energy, from that space, and they will get impacted, and it will shift and change and transform their lives. It's not about the words. It's not about the knowledge or the information. It's the energetic frequency that you hold people in. It's the energetic frequency of the creative container that I set and hold for my clients that makes the greatest difference. It's that frequency that you will then transmit to your readers that will make the most difference. And just as I was saying, using the example of the frequency of sacred union, I hope you really get this. We can talk about it. We can do processes on it. We can try to figure it out and decide on it, but nothing is going to be as profound and magical and impactful as being in that frequency, right? The frequency informs the content. And when you are in that frequency, your chapters will reveal themselves, your characters, structure of the book, the plot line will reveal themselves to you in a really obvious way. So that is the greatest leverage point for writing your soul-led, soulmate genius book. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified when new videos are released. And if you would love to experience a direct energetic transmission from the spirit of your book so that you can write from that place, so that you can birth your book from that potent place, so that your readers can receive a direct transmission from it, so that it will change your life too. If you're ready for that, if you would love that, I have a free creative activation to birth your soul level book. It's a gift for you. The link is down below. Check it out and enjoy.